In the blue waters off Malta, fisherman Gianni Mangiali and his crew are reeling in their lines. They're hoping to catch some highly valued northern bluefin tuna. But after being out at sea for 2 weeks, the hold contains no more than a dozen fish. Gianni fears this fishing season may have been his last in these waters.
A fisherman with this kind of fishing will stop, because it's not possible to live with this kind of fishing.
Northern bluefin tuna are true kings of the ocean. They reach a maximum weight of 700 kilos and swim faster than a racehorse can run. For millennia, their seasonal migration from the Atlantic has been so predictable that Mediterranean fishermen have only had to wait. The matanza is the traditional way to catch the tuna in Italy and Spain. But in recent years, fewer and smaller fish have been gathering here or have failed to show up altogether. The once mighty bluefin is now in serious trouble. A fleet of high-tech fishing vessels is chasing the tuna in every corner of the Mediterranean. Once caught, most bluefins are transferred to cages which are then towed to shore. Here, at great expense of the local environment, the fish are fattened at so-called tuna farms until they're ready for export. Japan is the main destination for bluefin tuna. The country's appetite for exclusive sushi and sashimi has driven the price for some individual fish up to 50,000 euros. But according to scientists, this multi-billion-dollar industry is also driving the Mediterranean bluefin stocks to the brink of collapse.
My conclusion and the conclusion of all scientists is unanimous. We are going to face a disaster if there is not a strict management measure taken very soon.
Along with scientists, environmental organization Greenpeace has been sounding the alarm bell. Its recent at-sea investigations have shown that illegal fishing activities in the Mediterranean form a major contribution to the overfishing crisis. Such activities include the underreporting of catches and the use of illegal spotter planes. In 2006, over a third of the total amount of tuna landed was caught illegally.
There's been a lot of pirate fishing in previous years. Probably we are talking about one of the highest rates of illegal fishing in the whole world. Some 50,000 tons of bluefin tuna have been fished in previous years, despite the fact that the legal quota, the amount of tuna that could be caught, was around 32,000 tons.
In 2006, the International Commission for Conservation of Atlantic Tunas formulated a recovery plan for the bluefin tuna stocks. But under pressure from the biggest industrial fishing nations, ICCAT agreed on a fishing quota at nearly twice the level recommended by scientists. Now more than ever, not just the fishery, but also the very survival of the species hangs in the balance. Greenpeace believes that only rigorous and urgent measures can save the bluefin stocks from immediate collapse.
Well, the situation is so serious and the extent of illegal catches is so high, and governments have shown that they are not able to control this industry in a way that we have to ask for a closure of the fishery until there's a proper management plan in place.
Such a management plan should involve a drastic reduction in fishing effort, an end to illegal fishing operations, and the establishment of marine reserves in the breeding areas of the species. This year's meeting in Turkey may represent ICCAT's last chance to save the bluefin. In the Mediterranean, time and tuna are running out.